We're jumping right into a journey into the absolute great unknown. I am so incredibly thrilled to guide you through what has to be one of the most enigmatic, closely guarded mysteries in the entire natural world. Just think for a second about the sheer vastness of our planet. The uncharted skies, the hidden pathways crisscrossing our continents, and those silent winged travelers navigating them under a cloak of ultimate secrecy. We're talking about an investigative dive into a phenomenon so elusive, so utterly concealed from the public eye, that the very documentation we have about it is shrouded in total mystery. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the secret routes of migratory birds.
Okay, let's dive into this because this is wild. We are looking at the complete, unedited, absolute entirety of our source material for today's deep dive. Seriously, just take a moment to soak it in. In an age where we're usually overwhelmed by mountains of data, endless spreadsheets, and literally hundreds of pages of academic literature, we get this breathtakingly minimalistic text. We get a heading telling us we're reading excerpts from, followed by the title, and then it immediately just repeats the exact same text again. And that's it, the whole shebang. The author has stripped away every single unnecessary detail, leaving us with this profoundly stark, almost intimidating void of information. It's a bold, uncompromising statement, and honestly, it completely demands our attention.
So to navigate this text, we're going to follow 4 quick steps today. First, the promise of secrets. Second, analyzing the source excerpts. Third, the migratory phenomenon. And finally, 4, secrets that remain hidden.
All right, let's move right into section 1, the promise of secrets.
When a text introduces itself, that initial phrasing is absolutely critical for setting expectations, right? We are promised an excerpt, a small window into what you'd assume is a much larger body of work, centered entirely around this concept of hidden pathways. But what's really fascinating here is the explicit repetition. We're told we're getting excerpts from the secret routes of migratory birds, and then the text delivers exactly that phrase again, the secret routes of migratory birds. By stating the title twice, the source anchors us to the gravity of the subject. It's not just a route, it is a secret route. The text makes this incredibly powerful promise to us about the classified nature of these avian journeys, doubling down on the premise before just abruptly concluding.
Moving right along to section 2, analyzing the source excerpts.
Sometimes what a text does is actually way more important than what it says. Or, well, actually, scratch that. It's about the precise mechanics of the words themselves. Think about the typography for a second. Standard, conventional spelling, which you'd find in literally any ornithology textbook, is migratory, migratory. But our source material, it gives us mnigratory, migratory. There is an unexplained, sudden presence of the letter N. The source deliberately rejects the standard spelling for this. And because we are strictly analyzing this specific source, we have to accept this exact phrasing. Is it a highly unique subclassification? Some super specific terminology used only for this elusive group of birds? We have absolutely no idea, but it's an undeniable, concrete fact of the text. That N is just sitting there, standing as a silent sentinel right in the middle of the word.
Okay, section 3, the migratory phenomenon.
So, having established that we're dealing with migratory birds, we really have to ask ourselves, what does this text actually reveal about their behavior and the routes they take? Well, based entirely on our source, we can define these secret routes very literally. They are paths taken by migratory birds that remain completely 100% hidden. And why are they so well hidden? Because the text provides absolutely zero geographical data. No coordinate points, no seasonal timelines, literally zero descriptions of the routes themselves. The source material performs the ultimate act of secrecy here. It introduces the existence of a massive secret and then fiercely protects that secret by refusing to elaborate any further. It's like a giant puzzle where they only gave us the box. It is a stunning display of withholding information. The routes are so secret, they don't even appear in the text about them.
Which brings us to our final part, section 4, secrets that remain hidden.
As we synthesize this minimalist masterpiece, we have to confront the stark reality of what we've actually learned today and what has been so masterfully kept from us. So, the crucial point is this. If we distill absolutely everything from our source, this is the total sum of human knowledge on the topic as presented. 1. There are routes. They exist for sure. 2. These routes are fundamentally secret. 3. They belong exclusively to migratory birds, gotta remember that incredibly important N. And 4. We have absolutely no other excerpts to draw from. The text promised excerpts, plural, but gave us only the title. It is an airtight, brilliantly self-contained lockbox of information.
So as we wrap up today's explainer, I really want to leave you with something to chew on. We've journeyed through the promise, the weird typography, and the profound emptiness of this source material. The text told us about a secret and then fiercely guarded it by just ending. It forces us to wonder, doesn't it? Is the true nature of a secret destroyed the second it gets published? Maybe the most secret routes of all are the ones that never make it past the title page. Will the secret routes of the migratory birds ever be truly revealed? Or is their absolute greatest defense simply leaving the rest of the page completely blank?